How did that just come about?
Just a kind of a spur of the moment thing. It just happens. There's no real rhyme or reason to it. I don't go into the game thinking I'm going to do it. You got a split second to make a decision, and it just happens, I guess. So.
Well, it looked like in the Stanford game, like you saw the opportunity and decided right then. What do you have to see from it?
Again, I got like half a second to make a decision, so I don't know what I see. It's just natural. It just kind of takes over, and I live with it. Live with the decision. So.
We'll go Michael and then David. Were you a hurdler in high school?
I wasn't. No. I did long jump, high jump growing up, but I didn't do any hurdling.
Okay. Brennan Carroll said the most important thing in that situation is ball security. Are you mindful of that?
Yeah, of course. We drill ball security every day. It's always a constant reminder, whether we're in meetings, film, whatever. So obviously, every time you catch the ball, one of your main points is ball security. So for sure, going in a situation like that, leaving your feet, you got to have great awareness.
David and Justin.
Tanner, you were on the other end of the play, obviously, Manoa, where you kind of avoided the blitz and was able to find you. So what was your reaction to kind of how he quickly was able to process that play to you? And then the second question would be just kind of this year, you've become a tremendous blocker in the run game. And Coach Fish talked last week about how one of the things the NFL looks for is guys that can catch passes but want to be willing blockers, and just how you try to.
First to touch on Noah, I didn't see him. I was running my route, so I didn't see him make the guy miss. But watching the film back, Noah's really twitchy. He makes quick, smart decisions. He just followed his rules, followed his read. So it's simple for him, I feel like. And then, to touch on the run blocking, it's been something that Coach Pow, Coach Fish, Coach Carroll have emphasized this offseason and then obviously this season. So just continuing to work, continuing to get better, and trying to perfect my craft.
Question for both of them. First with Tyler. What's the secret to defensive line getting in the backfield, creating a lot of TFLs this season?
I think that just all goes into your preparation throughout the week. I know that's something that our coaching staff preaches to us, that we got to have a good week of preparation, and just so that can translate to the game.
As interior defensive lineman, what's your assignment so far through the first 4 games?
Man, to hold my blocks and make it easy for the linebackers to run through. But right now, we're just trying to put the pieces together and work as a defense right now. And I think we're figuring that out and just trying to do our best each and every day. And just preparation that goes into that is going to be key for us. So.
And then Tanner, going back to hurdling, have you ever not had a good hurdle? Like, have you ever failed in practice? Or?
I don't practice in practice, but I think the North Dakota State last year was the best example of that, because he clipped my leg, so I ended up doing a flip and landed on my back. But just whatever happens. Like I said earlier, if I leave my feet, Coach Powell says I'm on my own, so I got to live with the consequences if I'm going to get hit or whatnot.
Ryan and Michael.
Tyler, what's the most consecutive plays you've been on the field so far in the game this year?
Man, I haven't really kept count on that, but I'll probably say, man, I've probably been in there for probably an 8-play drive, maybe a little longer. But I mean, I think we do a great job of rotating guys and just keeping everybody fresh.
Are you feeling that in the fourth quarter, that it doesn't feel like a fourth quarter?
Most definitely. I think the coaches, defensive coaches, they do a good job of putting the right personnel and packages out there for whatever the offense throws at us. But I think we've been feeling good and just trying to. You're not going to feel 100% throughout the season, but you can try to do everything and get close to that. So.
And do you think that is working? That you're going up against offensive linemen that have been out there every snap? Can you see that they're tiring at the end where you're not?
Most definitely, when it's those long drives, get to those 10-play drives, you can tell that the offensive guys are a little more fatigued towards the end of those drives. So, maybe you start out the drive and get rotated and then come back into the drive. You got a little more rest compared to those guys that have been out there for those 10 plays or not.
With Michael and Troy. Two for Tyler. Tyler, how much have you seen of Washington's offense so far, and what do you think? Obviously, they're one of the best in the country.
Great question. Most definitely, that offense is putting up numbers right now. We got a little preparation on Sunday and yesterday, just watching a little film. Definitely a group that can air the ball out, and that's something that we're going to need to prepare for this week. Definitely up front, just working our pass rush skills, and that's going to be a main emphasis to try to affect the quarterback in any way we can.
And when you were at the end of your time at UCLA and Johnny's reaching out to you or you were reaching out to him, where was your headspace at? Where were you kind of at with the ball at that point?
If I had the opportunity last year, I probably would have been here, but I had a couple classes to finish in order to graduate. So that's what I ended up doing, was graduating, and that was probably the best thing I could do, is give that degree to my mom. But after that, just with the tough situation over there, I was able to get reconnected with Coach Nansen and Coach Kafusi, and I'm here now. So.
Troy and then Damian. Tanner, when you look at the offense, you guys have kind of had your struggles during the first quarter. What's the key to getting it going early in the game?
Coaches touch on it. It's just starting fast, whether that be in practice, workouts, everything. We just got to start fast. We trust our offense. We trust the scheme. We know we're going to come out swinging against Washington. So just got to keep working at it and keep getting better.
And then Tyler, when you look at Washington's offensive line, I think they've allowed 1 sack. What's made them a cohesive unit on the field this season?
Yeah, definitely a good group of guys that work well together. And like I said to a question before, I think it's just going to be us this week, and working our pass rush skills, and just working as a whole defensive unit up front to try and get to the quarterback.
Is there anything different you have to do knowing that the ball's going to be getting out quick?
Man, I mean, this game is a reacting game, so you got to react and got to get there before he can throw the ball. So.
Damian and Justin.
2 questions for Tanner. First, when you talk about starting fast, what do you think has kind of prevented the guys from starting fast the last 3 first quarters?
You could go a bunch of different ways with it, but I think it's just getting in a rhythm. I think as an offense, it's good to get in a rhythm, get that first big play out of the way, or the first down, second down, third down, whatever it may be. But really just getting into a rhythm and gelling and getting the offense going.
What's Noah like?
Noah's awesome in the huddle. We trust Jaden and Noah. I've been here at Arizona with them. I got in the exact same time as both of them. And I trust either one of them in the huddle. But Noah's great. He's super calm. He's very professional, and we know he's going to go out there and do his job for us. So.
Justin and David for our last one.
For the question for both, Tyler, what can you say about Jacob Manu, the production he brings, and the leadership he has?
Jacob, he's a guy that brings some energy. He's a hard worker. Work ethic is phenomenal. He's just becoming that leader that we need on the defense. Everyone trusts him and listens to him, and he's going to make those calls for us. So everyone responds well and listens to him. So.
And then Tanner, last year was a big game for T-Mac up there. What do you remember about his performance, and what do you think about his progressions?
Yeah, I mean, we get to see T-Mac every day, so we see all the special things he does in practice. He's just continuing to grow and get better, and really just discovering what his potential is. So, that's a glimpse of what's coming. I think he's going to continue to keep doing what he does.
David, last question.
Tyler, follow up to Troy's question, maybe a little bit more specific to the offensive line, but the center, number 78, is from Tucson, so I don't know if you looked at him specifically. And if not, how much do you study centers when you're looking at tape, or is there a specific interior line position that you focus more on if you're watching film?
You gotta prepare for everybody. You watch from the centers to the guards to the tackles. Being that I'm more interior. I'm looking at the center play and just how fast he's moving, or how fast I can get my hands on him before he can move or get the ball off. So just haven't watched a lot of film on them yet, but definitely today is definitely a big day of preparation. So.
All right, that's our time.